Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes it just seems like the console war guys just think about me on Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They think about good old Dirt Griggity. Ah, yes. You know what's so funny about this whole Bluepoint thing? I didn't know about this. I'm in the DM with Sean and Cheo Walker, and most of the time Cheo Walker sends stuff that I've already seen. But this time I didn't see this one. I was working. I said, "Oh, let me see what Cheo sent." And I said, "Oh." Now look, y'all. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, people lost their jobs, Dirt." Listen, when Xbox laid off studios, canceled games, PlayStation Fanboys was talking so much shit, it was unbearable. I don't want to hear it. How many times have I sit up here and said, this is not just an Xbox thing? How many times have we said that as a collective group? This is not just an Xbox thing. This is a gaming industry thing. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm feeling this shit today, bro. Because we need to have this discussion about Playground. I'm sorry, not Playground. Bluepoint Games. PlayStation. Herman Hulst said some very interesting stuff, y'all. Very interesting. You know I'm going to pull it up shortly. CDB 989 when Xbox. Bro, let me these punk ass ponies. I'm giving it all. Pause. Y'all gonna get this smoke, man. Y'all are going to get this venom from me. Because Xbox, you know what? Let me just put my timestamp. I'm just about to go off. Let me see. Let me just put my timestamp here right now, bro. Give me a quick second, y'all. Bluepoint is gone, man. They gone. Look, I ain't got time to be bullshitting. When Xbox canceled Perfect Dark, closed the initiative, we didn't hear the end of it. When Xbox went multiplayer, we didn't hear the end of it. Guess what the initiative was? A brand new studio that didn't release shit in 8 years. Guess what Bluepoint is? A studio that was known for remakes, and the remakes were very good. Demon Souls remake is like, what, a 91, 92? Shadow of the Colossus. And guess what happened? They fumbled that studio. A studio known for remakes. All you have to do is say, yo, we're PlayStation. We got a bunch of IP. Do remakes. Remake shit. But no. What did they do with Bluepoint? Jim Ryan, hey, yo, Bluepoint, do a blow. Let me do my terrible British accent. I want you to do a blow God War Games as a service game. What? They bought Bluepoint for a remake studio, which they were very good at. And you told them to do a God of War Games as a service? Then what happened? Cancel that shit, close the studio. This is PlayStation, right? 90 million consoles sold. Hey, David, you gonna David, don't be a blowy wank over there. Come on, David, show me some blowy love over here. Don't be like that. 90 million consoles sold. This, if this is one thing, PlayStation fanboys, y'all can shut that shit up about these damn console sales. Shut up. shut it up. Because if I read the statement that Herman Hulst sent to the employees, sent to their employees, you can shut that console shit up. Because clearly the consoles is not enough. The console sales is not enough. With Xbox's closing studios, we could say, yo, they invested $90 billion. Their consoles isn't selling. Their games isn't selling. You can say whatever you want. What's PlayStation excuse? Oh, according to the PlayStation Fanboys, 90 million consoles sold. I'm going to get these super chats in a second, y'all. What's the excuse? Come on, y'all. Let's have some fun. They always talk about mismanagement. Xbox mismanagement. What the hell do you call this? Remember me, Sean, Joey, Ray, whoever the hell was on WBG. We said it from the beginning. Why are they doing 12 live service games at the same damn time? That makes no sense whatsoever. Why do they have their single-player studios, studios known for single-player games doing live service games? Why do they have Naughty Dog doing a live service game? Why do they have Bluepoint doing a live service game where they're known for remakes? Why do you have Guerrilla doing a live service game? And we seen that shit. And y'all want to talk about Xbox and mismanagement and shit? Come on, bro. How many times have I said the PS5 is the worst damn generation? PS5 is dog shit. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's dog shit. Listen, y'all, we're going to get into this. Bluepoint is gone. And let me share this before I get these super chats. Who did this? Who did this shit? Welcome to the family. They bought them 5 years ago. Like, you know how Colin Moriarty say organic growth? This is organic, right? Because they did games for PlayStation. They remade Demon Souls. They remade Shadow of the Colossus. Then they bought them. PlayStation bought them. It's like, yo, we love you guys. Welcome to the family. Do a God of War live service game. A what? And then PlayStation, after a few years, nah, this shit ain't come. No, it canceled it. Canceled it. Another year. Get rid of them. Talking about wasting your money. Bro, let's be real. You cannot greenlight 12 live service games. One of them came out and was canceled. How can the game come out and then get canceled 10 days later? It happened. Rumor was they lost $400 million on that game. How can you sit up here and think this shit is going to work? How do these dumbass PlayStation fans think everything is going to be okay after them canceling 12 games? Well, let me take that back. They didn't cancel all 12. They were in development 12 live service games simultaneously. They canceled the majority of them. Marathon is obviously still around. Guerrilla Games, Guerrilla Hunter's Gathering, that's still around. Concord came out. We know what happened with Concord. They canceled Factions. They canceled Spider-Man multiplayer game. They canceled all this shit. They had Sony Bend doing a multiplayer game, and they canceled that. Guess who was on deck? Guess who's on deck? Sony Bend is on deck. They're not going to let them do a Days Gone 2. I actually enjoyed Days Gone. They ain't going to let them do that shit. Deviation, thank you. Deviation Games. They didn't buy them, but they had a partnership with them. Come on, bro. You cannot think console sales is the cure for everything. Dumbass PlayStation fanboys, pay attention. Fair Games is on deck. Haven Studios, you on deck. Media Molecule, you on deck. You on deck. What else are they doing? They ain't doing shit. Bruh. Let me get to see the stupids, bro. Lord Star Killer with the 10. So this is what PlayStation has come to. A game like God of War Sons of Spartan, which belongs in a $5 or less bin. Yet PlayStation is charging $30 for this POS. Imagine if Xbox ever released Halo Young Spartans game. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I've told you guys this for people that watch my show. I remember having a conversation with King Dave, man. And he told me, yo, bro, PlayStation financials is fucked up. I don't know who he talked to. He knew somebody that knows some things. He said people don't realize PlayStation finances is fucked up. And I wholeheartedly believe him. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. While these guys are so focused on what Xbox is doing, how come, like me and Sean said all the time, worry about your own house. They're so focused on what Xbox is doing. Every time Xbox does something negative, every time there's layoffs, every time Xbox shut a studio down, they celebrate. Bro, Xbox isn't even competing like that with PlayStation anymore. Console sales head to head. They're putting their games on PlayStation. They're not even competing like that with them anymore. PlayStation can't take advantage. Charging $30 for a game like God of War Sons of Spartan should tell you everything you need to know. That shit should be $20 or $10. They ain't got no money. And every other publisher or platform holder, this gaming industry right now, it affects all of them. People think PlayStation was exempt from this shit. Oh, no, PlayStation is fine. They sold 90 million consoles. Yeah, okay. Adidas with the 2. Sony left his blueprint on Bluepoint. Damn. So sad. Adidas with the 2. Salute, homie. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Blank with the 5. Sony about to be singing on bending knee, praying that Marathon doesn't flop. Don't save her, bots. She don't want to be saved. Facts, bro. I think Marathon is going to do okay, but I don't know if it's going to be a banger. You know, I don't think it's going to do Helldivers 2 numbers, but just a Boudreaux member for 15 months. Shout out to Herman for doing a fine job. Terrible. And Jim Ryan was terrible. Why do you think they got that piece of shit out of there, bro? Buying Bungie for $3.6 billion. Come on, man. When you have 12 live service games, right, in development simultaneously, and you cancel 10 of them, all of the time and money is wasted. No return on investment. It's wasted. And even when you develop one and it comes out like Concord and then it's canceled, $400 million down the drain. Money doesn't grow on trees, people. I know some people think these major corporations got unlimited money, but they don't. That's why they have budgets. Even somebody like Microsoft. Yeah, we got the money to go buy ABK, but we need that shit back ASAP. Figure it out. We need our money back. Guess what, PlayStation? We spent all this money on bullshit. Bungie, doing nothing. We wasted years on live service games. We need some money back. How can we get some money? Well, Bluepoint about what? 70, 80 people? Well, let's get rid of them pieces of shit. They ain't doing shit. Oh, really? Sony Ben, Haven, you on deck. Excuse me. Julio Time, member for 17 months. If people blasted Microsoft for shuttering Tango, they better be blasting Sony. Bluepoint was literally one of their best studios that never miss. I'm glad you brought up Tango. At least Xbox, from what I heard, Xbox tried to sell them, bro, before they shut them down. They tried to sell them. Especially to Japanese publishers. Nobody wanted them. You know why nobody wanted them? Because all of their leadership left. They took all the talent away when Shinji Mikami, is that the guy? Shinji Mikami left. He took all the talent with them. But eventually, Crafton got him. So cool. Time Maker Man with the 2. The media should keep the same energy with Sony. You know what? I didn't see the video, but I heard that Kind of Funny Games was roasting PlayStation, bro. Roasting them. Greg Miller was roasting them. Yeah. Profit with the 2. Sony must be fans of Public Enemy. Shut them down. Shut them down. Thought that shit. Teddy P with the 2. PlayStation mismanagement, right? Ponies down bad. Yes. How could you not call it mismanagement, bro? How could you not call it mismanagement? If you call Xbox out for some things that didn't work with them, right? Everwild did not work. It didn't work. Perfect Dark did not work. The Initiative did not work. Tango Game Works, it didn't work. As talented as they were, it didn't work. Xbox is not perfect. And guess who else is not perfect? Ponies? Yeah. Guess who else is not perfect? You assholes. Man, y'all know I have a receipt of a pony saying that Bluepoint and Housemarque were Bluepoint and Housemarque. Those 2 acquisitions was a better acquisition than all of Bethesda. Y'all know I got the receipt of that shit, right? That's what he said. Nigga, Bluepoint and Housemarque is a better acquisition than all of ZeniMax, nigga. Yeah, definitely. Nocturnal with the 5 Canadian announced God of War Trilogy remake, then shut down Best Remake Studio. I remember people was thinking, yo, I'm pretty sure Bluepoint is doing this God of War Trilogy remake. Yo, I heard somebody say that shit. I'm pretty sure Bluepoint is doing that. Bro, how do they fumble? Just have them do remakes. They're very good at it. Have them do remakes. PlayStation has so many different IP. Have them do remakes, bro. That's all you have to do. They was like, nope, we rather cancel. Dave Reezy with the 2. Good morning, Obi Film. Seeing your head extra shiny today. Yeah, I like that dude. That dude, he's gonna be a beast, man. Alvin with the 5. Everybody and their mama been asking for a Bloodborne remake, so they shut down the only studio that can do it. They on crack. That shit ain't coming. Rock Wolf with the 2. 7 studios purchased since 2020. 3 already closed. Yep. Let's go, man. The sleeper must awaken with the 5. Dreamcast guy, excuse me, trying to think of a way to twist the news into another Xbox is dead video. You know what? Do you know what Dreamcast guy is going to do? He's going to go ahead and roast Sony. You know why? Because it's popular right now. Today, it's a popular thing to do. Roasting PlayStation today, as of this moment, is a popular thing to do. Dreamcast guy will capitalize on that. He ain't even, I don't even think he a PlayStation. He just a grifter. Whatever. If all of a sudden PlayStation got hate for the next 2 weeks, guess what his videos are going to be? PlayStation is dead. I'm not bullshitting, man. That dude is a grifter, bro. I guarantee he do some type of anti-PlayStation video today or tomorrow because it's popular right now because of what just happened. I'm telling you. All right, Mike with the 5. I was told Microsoft is the only gaming company losing money and cutting jobs. Yeah, that's what they want us to think. Absolutely. Ken Williams, remember, for 34 months, Bungie might be next, and some other studios will shut down, and we won't be surprised about it. Tell you, bro. Haven, you know Fair Game's going to get canceled, bro. Ivy Mars with the 2. Grand opening, grand closing. Hey, Ivy Mars, where you been, UPOS? I ain't seen you in a minute. New Master Cheeks with the 3 Australian. It's organic cancellations. I see what you did there. DJ Alberto Doss with the 2. Hiroki to Toki to Bluepoint. Gotta go, gotta go. I keep on forgetting to put that shit on here, bro. Gotta go, gotta go. Gamer by choice, member for 46 months. The problem is people are so focused on console wars and not realizing the gaming landscape is changing. Much harder to create and maintain games. Oh, absolutely, gamer by choice. We talk about all the time, bro. Zach Black with the 5. Dirt, why you playing games? You know it's Xbox Series S fault. Yep, of course it is, bro. Of course it is. Giggity with the 5. The fact that Concord released the way it did, how bad was all the other games they canceled? I wish we could have seen those to talk even more shit. Yeah. Concord was this, bro. Come on, man. You ain't about to be in the hero shooter genre. Man, that shit is dominated by Overwatch. Raise the Ultron to 2. No holds barred. Dirt. Smoke them ponies. F them all. Talk that shit, bro. Hell yeah. Simple Jack with the 2. Porter Rock was right. Grand opening. Grand closing. Yeah, he was. Jimmy Mack with the 5. Xbox sold Tango to Crafton and gave them Hi-Fi Rush IP. Sony killed Bluepoint. These are not the same. Definitely, bro. Nocturnal Vision with the 5 Canadian. Sony has acquired Xbox Era. Renamed to Day None. Closing expected. Yeah, them guys ran from Xbox. It's okay, man. You know, everybody's, entitled to what they want to do. Iron Mike with the 5. Shine outside somewhere in the UK trolling a welcome to the street corner sign. Why that piece of shit called me? He called me. He was like, Tut. I was like, yeah, bro. I saw it. He was like, Tut. We gonna roast them, bro. I was like, yeah, we gonna roast these hoes. Tut. You gonna have fun tonight? I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna have me some fun. Alvin with the 5. Herman Toast looked at Bluepoint and said, you one of them Zesty Street niggas. You out of here. Hey, I need that clip. This on Sean Computer, I believe. Hey, you one of them Zesty Street niggas. Get out of here. P-Lot with the 2. PlayStation need that Game Pass check. They need something. Bro. Base God Ozzy with the 5. Ponies praise Bluepoint highly. They want Herman's head. Ha ha oof. Have fun with those Horizon spinoffs. Yo, talk that shit. Prolific with the 2. PlayStation better than God of War. I'm sorry. PlayStation better than God for Xbox this gen. I don't even understand that. PlayStation better than God for. Oh, I got you. Call Weed with the 5. Keep in mind, the only reason this generation is because they jacked prices up a lot. They also said the market is stagnant. Multi-plat incoming. Yeah, I'm about to talk about what Herman Hulst said. Colin Prime, member for 3 months. Ponies always try to turn bad PlayStation news into something negative about Xbox. Well, this ain't gonna happen unless Xbox all of a sudden come out tomorrow and say some crazy shit. LZ with the 5. Dirt. What about if Microsoft buy Bluepoint? Well, I mean that shit. Well, they're good at remakes. These skills Ace Town 2. If Marathon bombs, Bungie is done too. Yeah, I do believe, but I do believe Marathon is going to do okay. I don't know if it's going to do phenomenal, but I think it's going to do okay. For some reason, I think it's going to do okay. Hot the end member for 37 months. I hate to repeat myself, but if this was Xbox, shit. Hate to see people losing jobs, but man, these ponies going to get this smoke. Hell yeah, bro. You know, we have the data for if it was Xbox. With Xbox hell last year, remember all those layoffs and studios, games canceled? Bro, that was brutal. Xbox got destroyed. And they should have, as they should have, bro. As they should have. But guess what? It's PlayStation turn. Time making me able to. If Star Wars flops, Sony will close Housemark. F Sony. I I don't think Star Wars is going to do amazing, but I think they might be safe because those games are not big budget. You know what I'm saying? I don't think those games are big budget. But then again, who knows, bro? Jamie Mack with the 10. Bluepoint, Firewalk, Fire Sprite, Neon Koi, SHUTDOWN. Naughty Dog hasn't dropped the game this gen. Sony's big announcement was a remake of games they remastered on PlayStation 3. Sony is in shambles. Facts. Everything you said was facts, my man. Everything you said was facts. PS4, yeah, I got you. Everything you said was facts. So, y'all, we just have to be real about this, man. I say it all the time. I'm saying it again. PlayStation is not flawless. They're not. PlayStation is not exempt from the challenges in the gaming industry right now. You know what? I'm about to show that they're not exempt, and Herman Hulst is going to say exactly what same shit Phil Spencer said. Same shit the guy from Ubisoft said. Let me pull it up right quick, y'all. Because I'm tired of these dumbass ponies acting like PlayStation is flawless. Stop that shit. Hold on. Let me 26, 27. Now let me show y'all what Herman Hulst, the email he sent. Now y'all probably can't see it, so let me see. All right, let's read it. I was in Nicola. Nicola said, F you, Herman Hulst. F you. Stop crying, punk. I just read it. I wanted to share an important update from the studio business. As I mentioned in December, Town Hall 2025 has some strong highlights within the PlayStation Studios. Ghost of Yote launched a critical and commercial success. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach further showcased our commitment to narrative excellence. Yeah, that shit flop. Why you say that was successful? And Helldivers 2 and MLB, the show continued to drive ongoing player engagement and revenue. Now, this is the point. You know what? This is the point. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all so y'all can see this shit for yourself, bro. Because I took this part out. Yeah. Because this is the key right here. This is the shit that he said that really made me say, see, at the same time, we're operating in an increasingly challenging industry environment. Rising development costs, slowed industry growth, changing player behavior, and broader economic headwinds are making it harder to build games sustainably. Did you hear what Herman Hulst is saying this, y'all? This is not Phil Spencer. This is not Sean 786 saying this shit. This is not Greg Miller. This is Herman Hulst's words. Slow industry growth. How many times have Phil Spencer said the industry is not growing and Pony said you just saying that because Xbox is not growing? How many times has Phil Spencer said that? I'm tired of people thinking Xbox don't have the data. The Xbox doesn't have the data for the gaming, the gaming community. Like they don't have the numbers. Like they don't know what Ubisoft is doing. They don't know what PlayStation. They have the numbers, bro. It's Microsoft. You don't think they had the numbers? Stupid ass people. He says slow industry growth, rising development cost. I'm so tired of dumbass. And listen, y'all know my venom is spewed towards these damn PlayStation fanboys because they keep on saying stupid shit, and we keep on trying to tell them, bro, the shit is not sustainable. If everything was so perfect with PlayStation because of console sales, I'm about to go back to what I always say. Why in the hell do they put their games on PC in the first place? Me and Sean always say, Jim Ryan told y'all, you are not enough anymore. You're not enough. PlayStation consoles is not enough. Putting Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Ponies to sit up here and say, oh, it's only Xbox. Xbox had to do what they had to do. They invested $90 to $100 billion in gaming. Yes, the Xbox consoles was not enough anymore. We knew that back in 2016 when they put their games on PC day and date. It was not enough. But guess what? Guess who is selling consoles? 90 million consoles sold, and guess what? It's still not enough, you assholes. Sustainability. Sustainable. Isn't that a word these guys love to say? Game Pass is not sustainable. This is not sustainable. That's not sustainable. Guess who just said all of the challenges that they're dealing with is making it harder to build games sustainably. Yes. It's hard to make money off of these fucking games. It's hard to make money off of the games. That's what he just said. Let me finish the rest of this. To navigate this reality, we need to continue adapting and evolving. Evolution, y'all. We've taken a closer look at our business to ensure we're delivering today while still well positioned for the future. As a result, we will be closing Bluepoint Games in March. He said, make sure we're well positioned for the future. I'm starting to put two and two together, y'all, with PlayStation. I'm starting to put two and two together. A lot of things is happening with them. And not a lot of people is talking about it. I'm really starting to think maybe their finances isn't what PlayStation fanboys want you to think they are. You know, I know we see their financial reports and their financial reports look good and they're profitable and everything is great. But is it though? Because we always say, yo, their revenue was solid, but their profit isn't where PlayStation want their profit to be. You will continue to see smaller. Well, let me take that back. Ghost of Yote was apparently a good game. I didn't play it. I did play Ghost of Tsushima. I enjoyed that. But what you're seeing, the budget wasn't a big jump from the previous game, right? With a game like Spider-Man, I got to be real. You can do that with a Spider-Man, right? You can do a big jump because that's Spider-Man. The name itself is going to sell the game, even though Spider-Man 2 didn't sell as well as Spider-Man 1. So what you're going to see is more shit like Gorilla with that Horizon Hunters Gathering. Yes, you're going to see shit like that. You're going to see more deals they make with some of these publishers. Silent Hill Townfall is a game I'm very interested in. Is that the type of game that needed to be exclusive, bro? Come on, let's be real. Is that going to sell PlayStation 5? Is that going to sell PlayStation 5s? Why are they doing deals like that? Hold on. Why are they doing deals like that? They're doing deals like Silent Hill Townfall because they want to have exclusives. Right? They're still doing exclusives, right? Not, excuse me, not all of their games, but they're still doing timed exclusives, I should say. Timed exclusives. Why are they still doing stupid ass deals like this for a town? That game is not going to sell any damn PlayStation 5s, bro. Stop it. That's a waste of money. The game ain't gonna sell. Silent Hill F flop, bro. I'm pretty sure I read the other day Silent Hill 2 remake on Xbox, which came out a year later, outsold Silent Hill F on everything. I swear, I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken. I could have sworn I saw that. That Silent Hill 2 remake on Xbox outsold Silent Hill F as a multi-plat. Silent Hill Townfall is not going to do anything, bro. It's not going to do anything. Silent Hill F sold 1 million across everything. I believe I read they said the Xbox. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's true or not, but then you see Kenna. What is Kenna really going to do, bro? I mean, listen, the first game, it was okay. I didn't finish it, but it's a cool little game. Don't get me wrong. And I thought Kenna 2 was a pretty nice announcement. But what is Kenna really going to do, bro? Come on. Come on. What is it really going to do? Didn't Neo 3 come out already? What is that game doing? There's not many third-party games that's going to move the needle besides, Grand Theft Auto. And obviously that's not exclusive. How many third-party games that Sony money had is really going to move the needle? What, Token? I mean, that'd be straight for Evo, I guess. Evo. Hell, didn't they? Who was that hit me in the DM and said, yo, Dirt, PlayStation sold Evo. Well, PlayStation don't own Evo anymore. They don't have no fucking money. Like, bro, just pay close attention to what they're doing. That came out of Herman Hulst's mouth, bro. Sustainability. It's getting harder and harder to make games be sustainable, bro. He said it. Y'all saw it. Now, shout out to the 653 people here. We ain't got these type of numbers since the ABK deal. That was the last time we got the ABK deal. I got crazy. I got 1,000, bruh, on Document. I got 1,000 people live one time during the ABK deal. But this is going to show you when big news hit, people want to hear people's opinion about it. And that's why I'm here. You can be an Xbox guy, a PlayStation guy, whatever. But that's why I'm here, to give my opinion about it. And I'm not necessarily a PlayStation hater. Some people might think that, but I'm not. I do hate PlayStation fanboys, but I'm not a PlayStation hater. But I'm just here to let people know that the gaming industry is having issues. And people say, well, it's not affecting Nintendo. Look at Nintendo. You're comparing Kirby to Silent Hill. You're comparing Pokemon to GTA 3. GTA 3. GTA, he compared the 3 to GTA 3 to GTA 6. Bro, I'm just saying, man. Let's be real about this shit. It's getting more and more difficult. One thing Xbox does have, y'all, let's be real. As much hate as it gets, they just increased the price of it last year. But Xbox Game Pass gives them a cushion with certain things. Xbox Game Pass gives some Xbox teams a cushion. Because I think because of Xbox Game Pass, with Xbox, it's more about critical success. Of course, they do want games to sell. That's why they put them on PlayStation, maybe Nintendo. Of course, they do want the games to sell. But because of Xbox Game Pass, they can do things other people can't. Now, a game like Keeper, if they would have put that game out for what, $20? That shit would have sold 79 copies. Now, I don't know what it did in Xbox Game Pass. I don't know the engagement, but I'm pretty sure a lot more people play Keeper because it was an Xbox Game Pass. I just feel what's happening right now, bro, is not something that these companies wanted. PlayStation, Xbox, Ubisoft, bro. The live service push has hurt the community, has hurt the industry, I should say. One thing Xbox could do that PlayStation couldn't. Just buy a couple of them. Let's just buy a couple of them. Y'all know I'm right. Xbox can do that. PlayStation couldn't do that. They couldn't buy ABK. They couldn't buy Call of Duty. They couldn't buy Minecraft. Well, technically, they could have bought Minecraft, but they chose Bungie. Listen, y'all, we say this all the time. If you're some new people here, if you're a PlayStation guy or another Xbox guy that just happened to tune in and see my shit live, listen, I'm about to say something I said several times before. But PlayStation wanted their own live service game. They want their own live service hit. They want it. They see Roblox, they see Fortnite, they see Call of Duty, the money those games are making on their platform. They see it, but they're only getting 30%. They want their own. And why you think they did the 12 live service games in development at the same time? And they bought Bungie because Bungie was supposed to help them with this problem. Bungie, help us. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Help us. Help us with your expertise, right? First thing Bungie say, yo, council factions, y'all don't have the manpower to keep up with the live service game. They had no idea what they're doing, bro. Xbox say, shit, we don't know either, but you know what we do have? Money. Let's go buy some of them. I'm telling y'all, man. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple, man. And Xbox Game Pass went up in price, right? A lot of people was pissed. Xbox guys were pissed. I wasn't happy about it, but I'm like, shit, I thought they was going to go up to 25, but they went up to 30. They knew they needed to raise that price. I'm not justifying it. They knew they needed to raise that price. Guess what? PlayStation closing down Bluepoint is going to help them financially. But what's going to happen, bro? What's going to happen? Their games are sparse, man. You don't cancel all of these games, 12 games in 3 years, and expect your content to still be banging. No. Coach K37 with the 2, they closed London and Japan studios. Hashtag Sony is dead. Yeah, man, people, it was funny you say that, Coach K, because on Twitter, it seemed like these punk-ass ponies forget that PlayStation closed down studios before Bluepoint. It's like their focus is only the studios that Xbox closed, in particular, Tango. They don't even mention the Initiative that much because Initiative ain't did shit. But Tango, that's their studio of choice to talk about. But they forget that PlayStation closed a lot of studios too. Thank you. Thank you, Therapist with the 5. Tell Herm stop chasing trends and make good games. PlayStation hasn't made unique games since the PS1. They've been chasing Xbox since Halo Killer. Well, you know, I ain't gonna say that. I do like some of their games in the PS4 generation. But yeah, I got another topic after I read these super chats. Yep. Carl Weaver defied last week. Their CFO said their plan is to find new ways to monetize their existing customers. Translation, higher prices. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. That was going to be on a regular topic even before the Bluepoint news. Rock with the 2. Sony out here buying studios with an EBT card. Facts, bro. Lotion Black. with the 35 South African Rand. I remember. Yeah. Can't wait to play as Dirt in Silent Hill Dirtfall when it eventually comes to Xbox. By the way, anti-woke losers trying to manufacture hate for the game, and we all know why. Yeah, because it's a black. Stupid, bro. I'm going to play when it comes to Xbox too, just like I did with Silent Hill 2 Remake, which was phenomenal, by the way. I never played the original because I was kind of scared of Silent Hill back then. I bought the first one, was scared the shit out of me. Silent Hill F was okay. It wasn't as good as part 2. I just finished Final Fantasy Remake yesterday. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Us Xbox guys, there were a lot of games that went to PlayStation that's now coming to Xbox. I ain't gonna hate on those games, bro, because I love that shit. I love that Final Fantasy 7 remake. That shit was fire, bro. I can't wait for Rebirth this summer. It was fire. It was fire. But I love playing on my Xbox, man. I'm more than happy to wait a year to play it on Xbox. Achievements over trophies. Simple Jack with the Fire. Feels like Sony is where Xbox was at the end of the 360 gen. Handful of first-party exclusives and reliance on third-party timed exclusives. Damn it. Damn, I want to talk about that. You hit the damn. Hold on. You onto some shit right there. Yo, man, damn it, bro. That's why I love the chat. That's why I love the chat. Y'all be having new topics for me to talk about. That shit hurt in the long run. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah, thank you, Simple Jack, because that's a fact. It hurt Xbox in the long run. For 360 was a phenomenal console, but they didn't own a lot of their exclusives, and it hurt them in the long run. MP Weezy with the 10. Speaking of console sales, that number they're reporting is shipped totals, not what they've sold to actual customers. Sell in and sell through are two different things entirely. Yeah, but they still bought it. Like the retailers bought it. You know what I'm saying? The retailers bought the console, so I'm not really doing with the shipped. So, because like I said, the retailers bought the consoles from Sony. Web Day with the 2, it's over, Dirt. Xbox is the future. WBG forever. TTS. Talk that shit, Web Day. Long live the Black Mamba. Remember, 35 months. Companies did it to themselves. Raising prices onto customers and live service games with expiring content is why there's no growth. Why gamers play less games. The live service games shook the industry, bro. Shook the industry. Kizzo with the 5. They're closing the studio that does remasters and remakes. There goes PlayStation entire business. Facts. That's what I'm surprised about. How do you fumble them? Just have them do remakes. Do Parappa the Rapper remake. Jimmy Mack with the 20. Pony's trying to sell the idea Sony was planning is year-round GTA 6. But really, GTA 6 is Sony's plan for the year. It goes deeper than that, as I think Sony may find it more sustainable to buy exclusivity than create it. You know what? It's starting to look that way, Jimmy Mack. I mean, honestly, this year for them is Wolverine and GTA 6. Now, obviously, GTA 6 is also on Xbox, but Xbox is helping them out a lot this year, bro. With Fable, Forza Horizon 6 later in the year, Halo Championship Evolved. They're helping them out a lot, man. And go buy that shit, Pony, so Xbox can keep on stacking that dough. Freddie Fox with the 5. Sony would rather money had timed exclusives than use the money to keep studios open. But you ponies go ahead and glaze PlayStation. Keep TTSing. Okay, Coco. I ain't no damn Coco. Don't call me the damn Coco. Beware. Thank you. Kizzo with the 2. So where are the calls from the CEO? Step down. Excuse me. I did see a couple people said Herman Hulst needs to be fired. I did see that. He's not doing a good job. I mean, people say Phil Spencer is not doing a good job, but Phil Spencer literally saved Xbox from extinction. Damn it, they was about to shut Xbox down in 2014, bro. He literally saved them from being shut down. And not only that, he convinced them to actually invest in gaming. Now, I'm not saying Phil Spencer was perfect, but damn, Phil Spencer got a shit show on his hands. In 2014, when he took over Xbox, he got a pile of shit in his hand. And he tried to do the best with it that he could. Now, what Jim Ryan got was a piece of gold in his hand when he took over PlayStation. Listen, y'all, the PS4 generation, it was pretty decent, right? It was pretty good. Jim Ryan got handed a golden nugget, and then he turned it to a piece of shit. Phil Spencer got handed a piece of shit, and he's trying to turn it into a gold nugget. Thank you, Kizzle. Simple Jack with the 5 has Keeley sent his condolences to Herman Hulst for having to make such a hard decision. I saw somebody was looking at Jeff Keeley Twitter. He didn't say nothing about the layoffs. I'm not going to roast him yet because maybe he will, but it's been hours. When Xbox had layoffs, he was the first POS to be out there. Yo, Xbox is having layoffs. Xbox shut down Tango. Xbox is closing the initiative. Xbox canceled Perfect Dark and Everwild and Contraband. I did see somebody say he ain't say shit yet. That's interesting. Michael Fresh with the 5. I'm late to the party, but what are the chances Microsoft picks up Bluepoint and assigns them to the BC program? Hashtag midnight. The fuck you mean hashtag midnight? Nah, bro. Yeah, Paris thought that shit. Nah, Xbox don't need to pick up Bluepoint, bro. I mean, they can maybe hire some of the developers, because they are talented and they do work on PC. Rain with the 5. So if Bluepoint is shut down, who is doing the God of War remake now? I believe it was always Sony Santa Monica. I guess because I think people assume that they will be doing the God of War remake, but I don't know, man. Let me bring this up again. Oh, I already have it up. So, like Paris just said, bro, like Paris is one of the guys, he's been pretty consistent with saying the industry is changing. I've been the guy that said the industry is changing. All I have to do is look and pay attention, y'all. But the single player problem with PlayStation, now let's be real, PS4 generation, they had a lot of quality single player only games. And please forgive me for repeating myself, but if you listen to my channel, I'm about to repeat myself. PlayStation conditioned their fans to only want single player games from the PS4 generation. Even in the PS3 generation, they had some multiplayer stuff, right? The PS4 generation, I don't know who called it was, Herman Hulst or whoever. They said, yo, we're going to do single player story driven games. And they do it well. They did it very well. But the problem is, those games, you have to sell a lot of copies of single player games with those budgets, right? We're not talking about Nintendo games, plus Nintendo games sell like crazy anyway. But we're talking about these games having $180 million budgets, $200 million budgets. They need to sell a lot of copies of that shit. Excuse me. And maybe that happened with some games last generation, but this generation is not happening when they did drop a single player game. So the single player, this is not sustainable, bro. You have to sell a lot of copies of a game that costs $300 million. You have to sell a lot of copies. And in today's gaming industry, that's not necessarily happening like it used to. It used to happen more early in the PS4 generation. It used to happen in the 360 PS3 generation. It's not really happening like that anymore. You know why? Y'all know why. Y'all know what I'm about to say. When you have the majority of casuals playing the same shit. Think about this. Games as a service really started to take off the tail end of last generation. Maybe quarantine enhanced it, right? People at home, kids playing Roblox, kids playing Fortnite, and then this shit just stuck. People playing Call of Duty, people playing the sports games, and it just stuck. They don't want to play anything else. Concord was in development for 8 years. When they started developing Concord, I'm pretty sure hero shooters were more popular. And hero shooters is owned by Overwatch. Go back to what I said. Xbox said, you know what? We ain't gonna make our own. You know, we have Sea of Thieves. It's not a huge live service game, but you know, we have Sea of Thieves. Let's just buy. Let's buy them. Let's buy Call of Duty. Let's buy Minecraft. Let's buy Overwatch. Can you be mad at that? Like you say, Woolpit, MMOs take up a lot of time. Fortnite keep on dropping content. People don't get off of it. Call of Duty drops every year, and throughout the year, they're dropping new content. People don't get off of the game. NBA 2K, a sports game, drops content. They're on season 5 right now. People don't get off of those games. So when you drop your big single-player bangers, guess who's buying them? The hardcore. Might sell 2, 3, 4 million. Last generation, those games were selling 12, 13, 14, 15 million. So, like not Jim Ryan, like Herman Hulst said, at the same time, we're operating in an increasingly challenging industry environment. Rising development costs, slowed industry growth, changing player behavior, and broader economic headwinds are making it harder to build games sustainably. It's about money at the end of the day, y'all. This shit is a business, right? If you're not making money, what are you doing? When you're a company like Sony, a company like Microsoft, you have thousands of employees. You need to make money. You need to pay your employees. You need to make the investors happy. If you're not making the money, you have a problem. If you're not making the proper money, you need to figure out a way to make the money. When Amy Hood went there and said, Phil, we spent 80, 90 billion dollars on you guys. We ain't making enough money back. The console sales have flatlined. We need to make money. We need that ROI, baby. Phil, what's your plan? Oh, shit, I guess we got to go multi-plat. Years ago, Jim Ryan went there, talked to his investors, say, yo, Jim, we need to make some more money. Got to put the games on PC. But since the PlayStation console was still super important, let's try to make it timed on PC. Okay. And they said they made $2 billion on PC and other platforms. I'm pretty sure that's going to continue. But just pay attention to what Herman Hulst said, man. Slowed industry growth. I talked about this already, but Phil Spencer has said that so many times. And people said, no, it's just Xbox that's not growing. All you have to do is pay attention. The same people are buying the consoles. Xbox is the only ones like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do something different with our next console. The only platform that's growing is PC. Let's do something different. So, yeah. And if you think Sony Band, Media Molecule, Haven is safe, you're out your damn mind. Hell, even on Xbox side, I'm sure there's some more studios you better make some money, bro. You know? Like you think about Tango Gameworks. They had a lot of flops. But they were a talented studio. But you gotta make the money, bro. Even like you look at Ninja Theory. Hellblade 2 didn't do shit on Xbox or PlayStation. People didn't. It's not a game for everybody. That's why you hear if they're making Hellblade 3, it's going to be more action in it. I think they have to do that, bro, because people was not really. I beat it twice, but it was a walking simulator. Let's be real. It was a walking simulator. When you did have combat, I really enjoyed the combat when you did have combat, but it was a damn walking simulator. Now I'm gonna tell you, a Vital Vampire Undead Labs, State of Decay 3 better hit, bro. State of Decay 3 better hit, or they ass gonna be on deck. That shit better hit. I hope it does hit because I think that franchise is more popular than people think. Because remember, when it came out, Part 2 came out, it actually beat God of War that month in NPDs, and God of War 2018 was a monster. It was the second month, but that was still impressive for a little cheap ass game to beat God of War NPDs. It's me, Broke Boy the 2. J-Dub had one FU Herman post and no James post. James ain't said shit. Wait a minute. James didn't say that punk ass dude. James ain't said nothing. James, we on your head, boy, punk. And J-Dub said F you, yeah. Like J-Dub go back to talking shit tomorrow. Don't worry about it. There you therapist with the fire. Jeff better talk about the layoffs. He caused one to happen himself. Hi, God. Yeah, bro. So apparently Jeff ain't said shit yet. I haven't looked. Maybe I should look live on air. I should look live on air to see if Jeff Keighley said anything yet. Jeff Keighley. I definitely follow Jeff Keighley. Let me see. Let me show y'all right quick. I'm gonna look live on air, then I'm gonna get back to the super chats. Let's look live on air. Okay, Jeff Keighley. You see, this is Jeff Keighley. I do follow him. 1.8 million followers. Oh, he came out, y'all. He came out and said it an hour ago, so we can't hate on him too much. He came out and said it. Even though the shit happened like 7 hours ago, he finally came out and said it. All right, Jeff. Fair enough, Jeff. We'll leave you alone. We'll leave you alone, Jeff. There was already too. Bethesda is going to buy Bluepoint. F PlayStation. Now, I just hope the developers get some work, you know. I don't think Xbox is just going to buy the studio outright. No, but I hope the developers get some work. Definitely. All right. Excuse me. Yeah. Time Maker Man with the 5. They didn't have a gold nugget. They had fake gold shit. It faded. That faded and became a regular shit. That's a good one. That's a good one. Fair enough. No, I'm just saying, when Jim Ryan inherited the PlayStation brand, they were firing on all cylinders. Let's be real. The PS4 generation was really good for them. So they was firing on all cylinders, and he came out and said, yo, we need games as a service. See, that's the one thing. People just say, they didn't need all these games as a service. They were trying to find a solution. People need to realize the single player only thing is not sustainable for them anymore. Not only, they still have single player games, but having a single player only first party portfolio is just not sustainable anymore. Now, the problem is doing 12 live service games at the same time is just stupid, bro. Apollo Cooper with the 5. Look at Sony as a whole. They move like Paramount, leveraging to the gills with no real buying power. Once they sell the Spider-Man rights, they're done. That's why they're holding on to them shits for dear life, bro. Long live the Black Mamba with the 10. Change isn't the issue. It's execution. Single player don't need 300 million of empty worlds. That's a fact, bro. Prioritize linear design and gameplay and break the games up to not sell $100 off rip. Games as a service ain't bad. It's the limited content. Yeah. That's a good point because see this thing though. PlayStation, we heard or we read that Days Gone, which I thought was a fantastic game. They was disappointed with Days Gone because of the Metacritic score. which was 71. So PlayStation has this quality that they're trying to uphold. Their first party quality, and Days Gone did not do that. Therefore, they said, we're not doing a sequel. So what I'm about to say, Black Mamba, is if they cut their budgets in half, it can still work. Just like Ghost of Yote had pretty much the same budget as the first Ghost game. And it worked for them. But will that work for every game? I mean, Spider-Man 2 had double the budget of Spider-Man 1, and that shit looked the same to me. I don't know if the game was longer. I don't know. But will that work for every game? If Intergalactic has double the budget of The Last of Us 2, that game needs to sell a lot. But if say they did The Last of Us 3 and it had the budget of The Last of Us 1, I don't know if that's going to work. That's going to affect the quality of the game. Even a passion project, a spinoff like God of War, Sons of Sparta, looks like monkey shit. That game looks awful, even for a 2D 0.5 Metroidvania side scroll. It looks terrible. It looks like a Game Boy Advance title. Actually, Rayman on the Game Boy Advance looked better. I remember playing Rayman with my ex-stepson. Yes, he's my ex-stepson. Yes. I divorced his mama, so I had to let him go too. I'm joking. I still used to pick him up when I picked up my daughter. The real Intellivision with the two. Sony says PS6, cheap upgrade experience. Yes. That PS6, bro, I'm telling you. I think King Day might be on to something. I'm not saying he's 100% right, but he might be on to something, bro. Adidas with the two. Mobile changed the industry. Dirt, check DM. Yeah, I saw that. I ain't gonna show it now, but it did change the industry, bro. Absolutely. Mobile. See, because mobile changed the industry because you can make a mobile game with 5 people and the shit go on to sell, make billions of dollars. What that Monopoly Go? Come on, bro. That game made like $5 billion and it's a free to play. Like, come on, bro. That's how you do it. Karma God member for 8 months. Dirk, these ponies still believe PlayStation. Dirk, these ponies still don't believe PlayStation is in trouble. F these ponies. F PlayStation as a platform and as a game maker and a mother effing developer. Woo! Talk that shit. Max City with the fire. You ain't heard about Jeff 10-cent scandal with that dog shit Game Awards. It's bad. Jeff is a piece of shit. He is running a scam. Watch Oh No It's Alice video. Oh, damn. I haven't watched the last one. Jonas the Dad, thank you for re-upping, bro. Shout out to you. Dan Lazaro with the 2. Watch. It's going to leak that Spartan costs $200 million. Yeah, right. Oh, man. Yeah, so. Real quick. Somebody mentioned it earlier in the chat that PlayStation is keep on doing these third-party exclusive deals, money had in these games. And I'm going to tell you this. I feel that hurt Xbox. That came back to bite Xbox in the ass, bro. During the 360 generation, most of their exclusives, besides, of course, Halo and Forza Motorsport, was developed by a team they did not own. They didn't own the Gears IP, and they definitely didn't own Epic. Even when Forza Horizon came out, they owned the IP, but they did not own Playground Games. And what happened years later, bro? All we had was Halo, Gears, and Forza. That hurt their first-party output. Rise, Son of Rome was a game that a lot of us really enjoyed. Like, the Metacritic was shit, but the game was pretty good to me, and people wanted a part 2. I don't know if Paris knows this story, but I heard something that Xbox and Crytek. Xbox wanted to buy the IP. Crytek said no, something like that. So Xbox was in a bad position when those sequels, like the sequels from those games, say if they wanted a Dead Rising 5 to be exclusive, Capcom had the right to say no, we don't do exclusives no more. But they did not own the IP and they did not own the team. So I said this to say this. PlayStation needs to realize, I understand they're doing these third-party deals just because their games are not ready. Cool. Is it worth it at this point, bro? This isn't the PS4, PS3, PS2 generation. I mentioned it earlier. Is Silent Hill Townfall going to be a game that pushes the needle for PlayStation 5 console sales? Is Kena 2 going to move PlayStations? No, it's not, bro. They're wasting money. They're wasting money at this point. This shit is stupid. Silent Hill 2 was a year-time exclusive. Silent Hill F came out for everything. Silent Hill Townfall is another time exclusive. Well, that shit makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't know. Y'all saw Square Enix say, hell, we ain't doing this shit no more. No. We can't afford to have our big AAA games on one platform. We can't do it anymore. I don't give a shit if Xbox only got 35 million consoles sold. If the game sells 1 million on Xbox, that's 1 million more than we would have gotten before. If the game sells 2 million on Nintendo Switch, that's 2 million more than we would have gotten before. Hell, additionally, that's 3 million more copies sold that we got putting it on Xbox and Nintendo than it would have just been on PlayStation. Square Enix said, y'all can kiss my ass, man. We're going full multiplayer. So to see like PlayStation still money had in certain games, it's like, y'all are wasting money, bro. It's 50 million. I'm not ready to say that yet, yo. I need to see some proof that Xbox is at 50 million, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. You're wasting money. You're wasting money. I don't give a damn what nobody say. PlayStation is wasting money right now. Oh, I've been said it's the worst generation, bro. Jonas the Dad, member for 34 months, enjoying the darkness for 34 months. Thanks for being the true one. We'll give that crap body pillow. Hashtag TTS. Let's go. I know what you're talking about, man. Stop it. Apollo Cooper with the 5. These big YouTubers have to say if a game is good as well. They slaughtered High Guard. If Marathon doesn't hit, nothing can help. High Guard got destroyed, bro. Karma Guy with the 5. Pony still wants single player over the shoulder games, but none of them bums are buying them. They don't realize they need another source of income. They do. That's what, Karma Guy, that's what they want so bad, bro. They want those games so bad. Yo, please. That is what just go back to doing single player games. They can't. Get that through your thick skulls, ponies. They can't, bro. Shit. They really just go back to only making them single player bangers. If the game still took 2 years to make, they probably would. But the games are taking 6 to 7 years to make, bro. Get it through your thick skulls. Oh, man. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, I'm about to... What is Midsummer Studios? What is that? That's another studio shutting down. Who the hell is Midsummer? Y'all know who that is? I don't know what game they made. I never heard of it. There's another studio shutting down. What did David Jaffe say? Let me show this. Let me get this right quick. The angry therapist with the two, Sony biting the hand that's feeding them. There you go, bro. Thanks. Relish with the two, stop it, Dirk. Xbox console stay selling now. Yeah. They only had two consoles per store. Xbox. The room with the €2. I'm sorry, that's pounds. 80 plus million sold, and they still shut studios down, bro. It is what it is. Game trailers with the two. Also, Ubisoft laid people off today. Yeah, I saw that, bro. It's rough, man. Oh, so Midsummer is a new studio that never released a game. Wow, it's rough, bro. Wow, it's rough out there, man. It's rough. Hey, yo, Wall Diggity, you're absolutely right. Xbox players matter, man. You said Arc Raiders sold 3 million on Xbox and PlayStation. I believe it said Xbox was really close to PlayStation or some shit, but let me see this on. Let me see what David Jaffe. Now, I didn't read what it said, but he said something about Phil Spencer. So I'm going to read this in real time. I didn't see what he said. So let me pull this up right quick. Let me blow this up. David Jaffe says, ring, ring at Bluepoint Games. Yeah. Hello. Phil Spencer. Hey, man, it's Phil. Phil Spencer, form a new team and we'll fund a game for y'all. Original or a remake and one of our IPs. What is TLDR? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that acronym is. This isn't hard. Do not let this amazing team splinter. So he's pretty much saying this amazing team with talent, Xbox should pick him up. And the first piece of shit, the same Phil Spencer that closed Tango, shut your bitch ass up. You don't even know what the hell you even talk about, man. They got started. Hey, you give me Phil the Magnus up too much credit. Cry. All y'all do is cry. So David Jaffe said, yo, Xbox should pick him up. But he was right about it. No, Xbox has a lot of IPs too. They can do something with IP. I just cannot believe PlayStation just didn't have them remake some shit, man. I can't fathom that. Let's have them remake some shit. They're good at it. They have so many IPs. I guess they just said, fuck it, man. This goes to show you the gaming industry isn't as healthy as people think they are, bro. Hopefully GTA will bring a boost into the industry, which it will, but we'll see what happens. Zach Black with the two. TLDR, too long, didn't read. Oh, okay, thank you. I had no idea what the hell that meant, what the acronym was, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. Rock Wolf with the two. They don't understand Dirt. Xbox got the money. Yeah, they do. They do, bro. Broke Boy with the two. Feel So Tango was only shut down a month. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, though, man. What was the other studio that they let sign? Oh, Toys for Bob. So remember when Toys for Bob wanted to leave ABK? They said, yo, okay, go ahead and leave and make a game for us. Cool. Supposedly they're doing another Spyro. Cool, man. So I don't know, y'all. I'm about to go watch my Knicks. My Pistons versus them damn Knicks. Knicks will probably win tonight because Pistons misses some of their guys, but who knows? Yeah, I'm about to bounce, man. Fun show. I love you guys. Me and Sean, me and Sean gonna talk a lot of shit tomorrow, right? I think I'm gonna have to do a video about this. I do not like the Knicks. I fucking hate the Knicks, actually. New York is so damn arrogant. New York, they act like they won 20 championships and shit. Man, there is opponents. Ponies are pissed. I almost feel like I can take a bunch of these screenshots from these ponies and do a video tomorrow. and say PlayStation fanboys are pissed. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. All right, look, I'm about to go, y'all. You guys are awesome. My Rockets handled your Pistons last time, Dirt. Okay, bro. Yeah, they won. Yeah, they did. But you know how it goes. No team goes undefeated, bro. Always hold on to receipts. I will always. I'm going to find a lot of opponents are pissed. I got to get some clips. Some people say MBG was pissed. I listened to some of Jack Moon Johnny video. Yo, man, that dude, let me tell you something. That is one entertaining dude, man. When he's pissed off about something, Jack Moon Johnny is one of the best in the community, bro. Even when Jack Moon, used to roast Xbox back in the day. I mean, he still throws shots at him, but he don't roast him like he used to. But he definitely still, man, that is one funny ass dude, man. D-Batch on Mooch. Fuck Mooch and fuck D-Batch. Both of them. Not both. Both of them. Yeah, man. So, all right, y'all, I'm about to get out of here, man. D-Batch. What the fuck? Bitch ass. Can't stand D-Batch. Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to the 585 people still up in here with good old Dirt Griggity. About to go. Yeah. Punk ass ponies. Ponies don't want to see your shit today, Mooch. Hold on. What the fuck has he got in the title? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even get to talk about that dog shit God of War game again. But, like I said, the gaming guys blessed me with some news today. Gotta go, y'all. See you guys tomorrow. Don't call me the damn Nick Van Axel. Stanley, don't start your shit. Don't start it. All right, y'all. Peace out, man. Hold on now. What you ain't gonna do is call me some damn Yogi Bear Day, Reezy. What kind of shit is that? How you gonna call me a cartoon character? I don't play that shit. James Posey, Bear Wallace. Check your DM. I don't feel like checking my DM, you piece of shit. Let's go Raptors. My Pistons whooped their ass last week. What are you talking about? MC Breed. Bowinkle. What kind of shit? We just had a fantastic show, y'all. Fantastic show. And this is how we ended. Calling me Nick Van Axel and shit. What the fuck? Come on, man. You know what, Trayvon? You out of the damn. You out. Trayvon, you out of line, bro. Listen, take this picture and burn it. Because this would never happen. Never. Never. I despise the Knicks. Take this picture and burn it, you piece of shit. How quick? You did that shit that quick, man. What's wrong with you? Take that picture and burn it. I can't believe this shit, man. It looks good on there. Now stop that shit. Stop it. Stop it. All right, y'all. Peace out, man. Can't believe this shit. Trayvon, man. You used to be my nigga. Now you ain't, you piece of shit. This for you, Trey.